Hi, my name is Chip, and welcome to this Fundraising Manager sales demo video. During this demo, we're going to have a look at online forms, donation manager, the donation record, and receipting. With Fundraising Manager, there are two ways to enter constituent donations. The first option, which we're going to cover in this training video, is your donors can process their own donations through our embedded online forms. The second option is through our Donation Manager component that lives within your Salesforce NPSP instance, where your staff can process gifts for your donors. Through our embedded online forms, your donors can choose to make this gift as an individual or on behalf of an organization. Once your donors enter their contact information, they have an option to join a mailing list or make the gift anonymous. The donation can either be a one-time or recurring gift. Remember, your donors can process their gifts either through their laptop or mobile device. In this example, the donor made a quarterly recurring gift. There's an option to choose a predefined amount or enter a custom amount. Once this donation processes, your organization will automatically charge this donor $25 every quarter, and those subsequent gifts will also be created in your Salesforce instance. Next, your donors can select the method of payment and select where they want to direct their donation from a list of predefined campaigns. Your donors can then enter their payment information in the secure payment area. And because of our direct integration with our payment processor, the donation will automatically be created within your Salesforce NPSP instance. The Donation Manager interface is one of our two methods of processing gifts. It allows your staff to enter a variety of payment types and automatically tracks all the details to your Salesforce NPSP instance. Let me show you how. The Donation Manager interface lives right on the homepage of your Salesforce NPSP instance, so the appropriate staff can easily access it. By using the search bar in the top right, your staff can search for an existing contact and auto-populate their data. Or you can enter the details for a new contact. You also have the option to sign this donor up for a mailing list or make this donor's gift anonymous. Your staff can select either a one-time or recurring gift and then select the amount from this predefined list or enter a custom amount. Your staff can then select the payment type. You can choose from cash, checks, credit card, or debit card. In this example, I'm going to select a check and enter the donor details. You can also select to receipt now or later and the campaign this gift is being directed to. You can also select to make this gift a tribute gift. For the tribute, your staff can choose if this gift is in honor or in memory of someone else. You can search for an existing contact and auto-populate their data. You can also choose between notification preferences for either email or postal mail. Now your team can enter the appropriate tribute message to accompany this gift. The gift will be processed in real time by our gateway partner, and multiple records, including this donation record, will automatically get created in your Salesforce NPSP instance. Because the donor selected Receipt Now, a customizable email will be sent with the receipt attached to the email. The receipt fulfills all of CRA's requirements and can also have an executive signature added to it. The donation record gets created automatically when your staff enters an offline gift through the Donation Manager interface, or your donors make an online payment through your embedded form. Let's learn more about it. The donation record hosts a number of very important and reportable data points. In the top left of the record, you can view the donor's name, donation amount, donation date, acknowledgement status, and receipt status. The details section, your staff can view the opportunity name, the related account or household, primary contact, the campaign source, whether the gift was processed through the online form or the Donation Manager interface, the amount, if there is a remaining balance in the case of a pledge, and if the gift is a recurring donation. On the right-hand side, you can see the related records, the payment record and the receipt record, which we'll dig deeper into in a minute. The lower part of the donation record has the acknowledgement and receipting information and tribute information if applicable. Now let's look at the payment record. The payment record hosts more data on the method of payment. It will show your staff the payment method, payment date, and check or reference number. This way, your staff can report on donations per payment type to get a better understanding of your constituents' donation preferences and gear campaigns towards them. Now let's look at the receipt record. The receipt record is very important to Fundraising Manager, as not only does it host all the information for your receipt, but you can also create a replacement receipt right from this record. First column, the receipt record has a unique identifier. It then shows the receipted amount and the eligible amount. The eligible amount would change if there were any benefit or advantage that came with this donation. In the second column, you can see the original receipt number if this was a replacement receipt. This is an original receipt, which is why it's blank. You can then see the advantage or benefit amount connected to this donation. On the right side under Notes and Attachments, it'll show a PDF version of the receipt that went out. Now let's create a replacement receipt by pressing this button on the top right. Pop-up will appear and will allow your staff to email the replacement receipt directly to the donor or not. Then by pressing the Process Receipt button, the replacement receipt will be created and sent out. On the donation record, your staff can now see both receipt records. It has a checkbox to indicate which receipt has been canceled. On the replacement receipt, it shows the original receipt number for easy viewing. Now let's look at the campaign record. On the top row of the campaign record, we can see campaign type, status, donations to this campaign, and total donations in the campaign hierarchy. On the right side of the campaign record, we can see the most recent donations to this campaign. Just above that section, we can see the Form Snippet button. This button allows you to get a snippet of code that your team can easily embed within a web page. This code will create a unique version of your form that is identical to your normal form but doesn't have a campaign pick list, as it will default all donations to that form to this campaign. We scroll down to the Donation Manager Visibility section. We provide your staff the ability to control what campaigns are available within the Donation Manager and which campaigns are available on your online forms. You can easily check to make campaigns active and also choose which default campaigns you want for your pick list. In the Other Information section, you can see the total number of donations and dollar amount to those donations for both your campaign and your total campaign hierarchy. If we navigate to an event campaign, you can see that we have added the ability to add a benefit to that donation, which will be recorded on the receipt record. If your staff clicks on the benefit, they have the ability to customize the name of the benefit, a description, and the total percentage or dollar amount used for the benefit. Once a donation is processed to this campaign, you can see the effect taken into account in this receipt record. It shows the total amount, the benefit amount, and the total eligible amount. And if we look at the PDF receipt that's attached to this donation, we can then see the benefit amount added to this formal receipt. The Fundraising Manager package comes with built-in receipting functionality that follows all of CRA's receipting guidelines. The receipt gets attached as a PDF attachment to the donation recognition email. The receipt itself is a rich text file, but during deployment, we provide your staff with a Word template to format the receipt. Anyone on your team can edit the document and the CloudStack team will plug it in. And finally, we provide the ability to do automatic or manual receipts. Let's have a look at it in more detail. In the Donation Manager interface, you can see that we can toggle between Receipt Now and Receipt Later. This current donation is unreceipted. We can see that as there is no receipt when looking on the right side of this related list. If we wish to create this receipt, we can press the Create Receipt button at the top right. A pop-up screen will appear asking you if you wish to email the receipt directly to the donor or not. By pressing the Process Receipt button, the receipt will be created. The donor will then get an email with their donation messaging and their receipt as a PDF attachment. From the receipt record, your staff can also create a replacement receipt by pressing this button at the top right. A pop-up will allow your staff to email the replacement receipt directly to the donor or not. Then by pressing the Process Receipt button, the replacement receipt will be created and sent out. On the donation record, your staff can now see both receipt records. It has a checkbox to indicate which receipt has been canceled. On the replacement receipt, it also shows the original receipt number for easy viewing. Let's have a look at consolidated receipting. If we look at this example, we have a recurring gift that has 12 unreceipted donations. We can see that information right here. Your staff can then press the Send Consolidated Receipt button at the top right of the recurring donation record. A pop-up will appear, allowing your staff to choose the tax year you are creating the consolidated receipt for. When we change the tax year to 2018, we can see the 12 unreceipted donations and select which gifts to include in the consolidated receipt. When we scroll to the bottom, we can press the Create Consolidated Receipt button in order to generate the receipt. Under the Receipt section of the recurring donation record, you can see all of the receipts by pressing the View All button. The consolidated receipt we created is the last one on this list. If we click on the receipt record, we can see the consolidated receipt amount on the left, and if we look under the notes and attachments on the right-hand side, we can see the consolidated receipt. If we click on it, we can see the donation information on the first page. And if we scroll down to page 2, we can see a donation summary with all 12 of those receipted donations. For any additional information, please email info@cloudstackservices.com. We look forward to hearing from you.